ladies. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Angela. Thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel. And I really look forward to bringing this topic to you because I find it's something that's coming up more and more frequently as women start to move towards and approach that transition into menopause. And that is PMS. So some women may report that they have had this PMS all the way through since they started having their period when they were a teen. But for some women, they've noticed that it's gotten considerably worse, and maybe they never even had it until they got into their 40s and then beyond. And they're wondering why it's so bad. They're wondering, how could my hormones cause this much havoc and upset in my life? And so what PMS is, premenstrual syndrome, is most typically in the days leading up to you getting your period, you start to have some symptoms. And it can be, 1, 2, 3 days leading up to your period. It may be all the way up to after you ovulate. And so you're experiencing this for up to 2 weeks leading up to your cycle. So it can almost be like every couple of weeks, if you are on a cycle that's typical, every 26 to 28 days, every 2 weeks of your life, you're having this upset in your life where you're very symptomatic, meaning you're having mood swings, you're having brain fog, you're having an upset digestive system, you're having cramps, you're feeling low in your mood, anxious 1 minute, depressed the next. You're all over the place. You feel irrational. Sometimes you feel crazy. You just can't control yourself from a mood perspective. And you're wondering why you're having all this other upset in your GI system. You feel like you're retaining fluid, gaining weight. You have those kinkles where you take off your socks. There's these huge thick lines around there. You're noticing more puffiness in your face, around your eyes. You just generally don't feel well. You feel like someone's pulled the plug out of the wall on your energy. And you just can't get things done that you normally would get done. You don't feel like exercising, you don't feel like doing much, you feel quite sluggish. So this is common if PMS is elevated and it's not balanced in your body in regards to your hormones. But I want to also let you know that even though this may be happening to you in your 40s or your 50s as you approach and transition towards menopause, it's not necessarily normal, and it's actually not all related to your hormones, believe it or not. So even though it seems hormonal, because it's happening in a cycle, it's happening every 2 to 3 weeks leading up to or just as you get your period, all these symptoms. Believe it or not, it's not just your hormones that are at play here. There's many other systems in the body that help to govern the balance of your hormones. And often when you're having these symptoms, and especially if they are seeming like they're getting more and more severe, some women will even report that it's getting to the point where it's just completely disrupting their life and you're not able to get just your everyday tasks done, especially leading up to and during your period. This can be moving into a more severe category called PMDD. And sometimes women will try different things. They'll try medications, they'll try hormone replacement, they'll try birth control, just to try and subdue those symptoms and make it so that you can get through your everyday life. But often many women do say that even when they do utilize those techniques, they still feel like it's a struggle. It's just that they're able to get by and kind of manage during this time. So we know it's not the ultimate solution, and we need to figure out more about why this is happening, why it may be getting more severe as you get closer to that transition into menopause. And again, there is many reasons. So I want to just kind of bust some of those myths that women think that it's probably completely related to the changing hormones and fluctuations, as you have been told happen as you get into your 40s and as you approach menopause. Because yes, this does happen, but it doesn't create all of those symptoms. So for our hormones to stay as balanced as they can, as they start to lower on that way to and that transition into menopause, we have to have other systems of the body balanced and working with the hormones to allow us to stay as symptom-free as possible. And so what are those systems? Most typically, it's your detoxification systems in the body. So the primary areas of our body that support detoxification are our liver and our gut. And then from there, also even our skin. So that's another clue if you are noticing some different changes to your skin, especially at certain points in your cycle. It's either really dry, sometimes women report even getting rashes, itchiness, that kind of thing. Or it might be the opposite extreme where you're experiencing acne and you think this is maybe something that should have happened when you're a teenager, but it's actually happening in your 40s or early 50s and you're wondering what's going on. Chances are, again, it's not just your hormones, it's that your hormones are not working in harmony with other systems of your body that help everything to stay balanced and to keep you symptom-free in this more tumultuous and turmoil time with the hormones changing and shifting towards menopause. And so again, those pathways typically are the liver and the gut. And what I find most commonly is that to actually help women get to the root cause of their PMS, we need to do some lab testing to understand what is the balance and how well is your body's detoxification systems working in the liver and the gut. And there really is no guessing with this. There is no just going to the store and getting a gut or a liver detox kit for 1, 2, 3 weeks, what have you, and just hoping for the best. We need to get specific and understand what's happening in your body. Is there any sort of specific digestive imbalances, bacterial imbalances, possibly some imbalances with how your liver is detoxifying? There's different phases to liver detoxification. So we need to understand how to be specific and customized to you for you to actually get some results. So you not only just subdue the PMS through some of those techniques that I described, but you actually get to the bottom of it and you start to heal and rebalance the systems of the body that create hormonal balance and hormonal harmony, even in the face of these hormones fluctuating and changing on the way to menopause. So it does sound complex, but it's really not. And really the best way that you can get to the root of this PMS is to work with a practitioner such as myself, who's going to dive in, start to understand the root cause of where the PMS is really coming from, do the proper lab testing, also understand what you're doing with your lifestyle right now, if you are living a life that is in balance with your hormones or not. I do find many women that are having PMS and it's getting worse, are under a lot of pressure and stress quite commonly. Their adrenals are out of balance, which also have to be in harmony with your female sex hormones from a balance perspective for you to not struggle with PMS in this time of your life. Many women also are not necessarily eating correctly. They're maybe not exercising consistently or in the right way for their bodies as they get into their 40s and beyond. So often there are many different lifestyle strategies that need to be put in place in combination with an individualized, customized lifestyle plan based on lab testing. And this really is the only way to get to the root cause of your PMS and not just, again, subdue symptoms and help you get by and not fear that time when it's coming up towards the 1, 2 weeks leading up to your cycle and just kind of hanging on for the ride, but actually feeling like you're in control of the situation and that you notice not only symptom improvement with your hormones and the PMS, but actually feeling better overall with your overall body and wellness in many different aspects. And this is what happens when we get to the root cause of the PMS and the hormone symptoms in the first place. So if you do feel like you may be ready to take those next steps, I would be happy to connect with you on a call. I work with women all the time that struggle with hormone imbalance symptoms and are looking for a solution that is actually going to last for the long term. And this is how I help women. And I'd be happy to help you if you feel like you're ready to take action. So what you can do if you feel like you're ready is you can go to my website, www.angelasimpsonfunctionalmedicine.ca, and I'd be very happy to have a free complimentary consult that lasts 30 to 45 minutes where we discuss your health, your symptoms, if it may be a good fit for us to work together, and if I think I can help you. So you can go to www.angelasimpsonfunctionalmedicine.ca to click on that booking link, and I would look forward to having a call with you. And I will also be sending you more YouTube videos and more information on how you can get to the root cause of your hormone imbalances, especially as a female, as you approach your 40s, 50s, and beyond in that transition towards and into menopause, and what can really be done for you to regain your overall wellness again for the long term. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to just put up with it. You may have been told that you need to just subdue your symptoms with whatever you can and just try and get by. It doesn't have to be that way. There is a way for you to thrive versus survive. And I hope I can provide as much education and information for you as to how you could do that and move forward with the next steps to feel like your best self in your 40s and well beyond. All right, take care and bye for now. And I look forward to bringing you more and more videos in the future. Please stay tuned.